y'all on the ride. Let's see. Okay. Hey. Okay, thank you.
We live. We
Thank you,
live.
thank you. Well, say something to the people. I'm working over here, man.
What's going on, folks? Another edition of Grunt Speak. We about to get it popping, man. We just working a little,
Whiskey Charlie, I
getting
need you
Whiskey
to.
Charlie on here. About to get it popping, man.
Yeah, I need you to look in your camera for me, brother.
I'm looking into it.
Well, I see your neck and your throat. Okay, that works. That works right there for me. And the people see Whiskey Charlie. Oh, this is gonna be interesting right here.
What's it done?
Hopefully they can see you like we can. You think they can?
Well, we'll figure it out after a while.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Big Sarge. Sitting on my right, your left, to my six, shooter six.
Killer Wolf, man. Killer 6. About to get it popping, man. About to talk about this paranormal activity. Whiskey Charlie, where you at, baby?
I'm right here, over here, all the way on the east coast of Texas, baby. We're gonna go live and do it right tonight.
Whiskey Charlie. Well, thank you and welcome. Tuning in for another wonderful session of Grunt Speak by Grunts for Grunts. Everybody's welcome, but everybody cannot and will not be a member.
Already.
11 Bravo. 11 Charlie.
Yeah. 11 Mike.
0311. Am I missing anybody? I did get in trouble one time for not mentioning 19 Delta.
I guess we could, if you kick ass for a living in the military, you're welcome. That's
There you go. Everybody, I said that everybody's welcome,
yeah.
but everybody can't be a member. Everybody can't be in the platoon. Everybody not gonna be on a squad. You gotta have to hold a certain MOS identifier.
And everybody ain't really kicking that ass,
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta be putting
So anyhow,
putting ass.
This is by Grunts for Grunts. Everybody welcome. Everybody cannot and will not be a member. This is not for kids, but it will bless your kids if you just listen with your ears and not only watch with your eyelids.
Kind of a little spooky night for October,
Yeah.
on some real
Well,
shit.
tell them about what we talking about, man. Tell them what we talking
We're
about.
about to get on this paranormal. Do you believe in the spirits, the other world, the underworld, whatever you want to call it, the dark side? Wherever you catch your vibe, that's what we about to talk about right now, man.
What'd you think about that, Whiskey Charlie?
I definitely believe in the paranormal. I've had some run-ins with some creepy stuff going on in the houses I've lived in before,
Right.
and some things like that. So yeah, man, it's some wild shit. Never in my mind, in the right mind. Mine, I came across my first one was an experience with an animal that was inside the house, and ended up finding out that the house that my dad had bought, outside there was a dog that was buried in the yard. In the middle of the night, we lock our dogs up in the kennel, and I can hear footsteps running down the hallway.
Damn.
Wow.
Nah,
Woo, that shit puts me out, man.
that's the first time me hearing about an animal.
Yeah, see, I don't like that type of
And I'm a Louisiana boy. That's the first time. That's the first one.
I don't like that type of creepy shit. I'm gonna have the heebie-jeebies tonight, man. I shook off all those type of spirits, but I believe it.
All
So
right.
we gonna talk about the good and the bad. That's crazy. That's like that Pet Cemetery type stuff.
But see, man, I got some shit.
Well, go on. Oh,
I got
all right,
some shit.
Let me get my prayer in, Lord. You know I don't usually be talking these type of spirits, but I know this is about to be fun.
Bro.
So protect us. We good. We about to do this. Okay.
This what I got.
All right. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
This what I got, man. My grandmother's house on my dad's side. Basically, the house was built on top of I think a cemetery. The church right next to it.
Oh, good.
So
Your grandma live there?
yeah, grandma, great grandma lived there.
Your
Everybody.
grandma live there, bro.
Yeah, she
You
lived
went
there.
to that house?
Yeah,
Like that house was built on top of a
built
cemetery.
on top of the cemetery.
And you slept there?
Yeah, 1754 Alabama.
Oh man!
Louisiana.
Oh,
But see,
Whiskey Charlie, you hear this?
let me tell you, man. We
Oh,
basically this is one of the stories. I'm gonna stretch them out as we go.
Hey, hold on. Before you start, listen, I want to be honest. This ain't fake. Y'all getting all of me today.
Yeah, you getting the real.
I get creeped out by that type of stuff, but it's also very interesting. All right, but go ahead, bro.
All right. So basically, this is the first story right here. First story is say me and my cousins, we was, all chilling, cool, and playing hide go seek in the house.
Yeah, man.
So it's a pretty nice size house. Louisiana, they have the flats, so it's like a big ass house. So we all ducked off, hide. You know what I'm saying? Next time we hear, bro. Next time I hear is my cousin screaming, yelling, talking about he seen another pawpaw sitting in the rocking chair, because he said he went and touched our pawpaw on his arm, and he said pawpaw like looked at him and that wasn't pawpaw that he seen. So basically he ran to the church next door, and he started speaking in tongues, bro. And to this day he's still a little loony in the motherfucking head, and he still sticks to it, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Speaking in tongues, how though, bro?
Bro, he was speaking in tongues on
My
the church.
My father speaks in tongues at church. Apostolic Pentecostal
But, bro,
people do that.
But see, your pop say see no damn paranormal shit.
I don't know what they seen. So
But
what you're saying is, your cousin or somebody seen him.
Seen it at the house,
Uh-huh.
and he flipped out and immediately ran to the front of the church, dropped on his knees, and started speaking in tongues.
Okay, has he ever spoken in tongues before?
No.
Never has.
We was what, maybe about 12?
Has he ever been around it?
I don't know.
The only reason I'm asking that,
I don't know.
only reason I'm asking that question, because here's the thing: the paranormal activity, him seeing your pawpaw, that freaked me out. That scares me.
Right.
But the reaction of him running next door to the church and praying, and then starting to speak in tongues, I understand that. For me, because I was raised in the church in an apostolic Pentecostal faith where people spoke in tongues.
But bro,
No.
it was some shit going on, man.
I believe it was.
I think we're about 12, some shit like that.
I'm just saying he could have been speaking in tongues. He probably scared the shit. He scared the tongues right into him.
But yeah, he was scared as fuck, man. I got a couple more that get a little deeper, but that was just the icebreaker right there. That was the icebreaker right there, man. I got a couple more.
What did I get myself into tonight? I'm gonna have to get some good ones out there.
But
Sergeant Smith.
Yo.
My new chill area.
I see that. Were you out
fresh.
there barbecuing the other day with some friends and family?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I seen that on the book.
yeah, that's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Myself. That's a real tree right there, bro.
Nice.
He said it's a real tree on there.
I like it. You painted those chairs or you bought them like that?
I bought those, man. Those I bought them when they went on clearance at Home Depot. Bought them for like $5 a piece.
Can I just be honest with y'all right now? The first thing, cause y'all got me out here on this bullshit paranormal activity. Now I'm be at home having nightmares and shit, praying all night. But the first thing I seen, the first thing I seen when I seen those chairs set up like that, I'm like, he got that thing set up for the 7 spirits. He turned the lights off and everything. He's showing us his paranormal setup, right?
Gonna get spooky, man. Getting spooky out here, man.
Yeah.
Right on the wall and put my projector screen.
Nice.
So I can we can roast marshmallows, do shit like that.
Right.
So next time y'all come through, I have it set up.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us some more, shooter. That's
You
nice.
want me to roll again?
Oh, you got some whiskey, Charlie?
I'll roll with it.
I guess I'm the only one that haven't went, huh?
I go.
You know what? I got something. I don't know if it's paranormal, but it's paranormal to me. When I was a kid, I used to feel like a spirit was riding my back. Like I was afraid of witches, right?
I still get
And
that.
so I remember my daddy called it the devil's riding your back
Can't breathe.
Yeah,
I
can't
know.
breathe, right? So I remember the first time it happened to me, like I was a kid and I was downstairs in my house. I was in the house all by myself. I was about 12 or 13, maybe something like that.
Right.
12 or 13 years old. And I was coming from upstairs in my basement, and back then I probably was still a little afraid of the dark because my basement was kind of creepy. I was coming up out of my basement, I would run up the stairs as fast as I could. You know what I'm saying? Get up the stairs, close the door behind me.
Feel like something on you, though.
Yeah. And so when I got up the fucking stairs, and I came up the stairs, and I hit those two little stairs up into the kitchen, and through the kitchen you're in this hallway. Now this hallway, the stairs go upstairs or it goes towards me into a bathroom.
Right.
So as I'm coming out to this T-section hallway, to the right is the living room. I look to the right and you can see this chair sitting there. And I look, is a fucking witch or like an old grandma looking lady or witch sitting in this fucking chair. Bruh, scared the life out of me.
You said which?
Dog. Listen to me. It's about 13 stairs from the floor, from the second level floor to the third level to the master bedroom. I hit them 13 in about 3.
Oh.
Took 2 steps and leaped into the bed, bro.
Slid down now.
Put my head under the cover, bro. I wasn't praying. I was breathing hard, and I think I eventually fell asleep. But when I went to wake up, bro, it was like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move, bro. I think at that time I might have started saying Jesus, because that's all I could think of. Like, who else gonna help me?
Yeah, I still get that. But
Dog.
at the same time,
That's so. Huh?
Hey, sorry, Smith. It goes back to what you were just now saying, like, hey, what goes to my story? So, whenever I had that experience that night, like I said, we always locked our dogs up in the kennel.
Yeah.
Every night we put them up. And, of course, again, I didn't find out about the little dog grave until the next day. But so I was laying down. This was when I was younger, of course. And I was laying down. Our dogs were locked up. And I hear the little footsteps run up and down the hallway. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? They forgot to put the dog up. So I wanted to go and grab the dog to go put it up. So I went outside and peeked out my door, looked down the hallway, called her name. And I heard her whining inside her cage whenever I called her name. So I went to my sister's room where we keep her at. I went in there, I seen the dog in the kennel. I was like, what the fuck is in here? What the hell was that? So I went back and laid back down in the bed, and I heard I heard it running down the hallway again. So I got up again, I looked down there, went and got my bed, but I forgot to shut the door all the way this time. By that time, I started freaking out. Just like you said, I grabbed the covers, I threw it over my head, had my knees my knees standing straight up, right? Like almost like a 10-type bill pitch. Well, whenever I did that, I heard the footsteps again, but they got closer. And then it went from like a regular walk to a run. And whenever the sound of the run happened, all I felt was the blanket shoot down between my legs.
damn.
Yeah, shoot down between my legs, and I jumped up and I screamed, and I took off. Then again, like I said, I woke up the next day and ended up finding out that there was a little dog that was buried out there. But yeah, that right there. And then back in my old hometown in Virginia, there's a saying at the cemetery. You're talking about cemeteries earlier, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a statue on. Usually they say on Halloween and sometimes in the month of October that they go to the statue in the middle of the night, and the statue actually bleeds out of its eyes.
Damn.
That's crazy, man. I think, here's the thing. When it comes to spirits and paranormal activity, just like we have bad visions, I think people have good visions too. You know what I'm saying? It's like you also hear those stories about people that's about to damn near drown. And they seen somebody under the water to help them.
I see people that sometimes I see people that about to pass on. That's something you probably ain't know. But yeah, my wife's best friend passed. And I was laying in my bed, fucking light, like the sunlight shining through the motherfucking window. And I don't know if I was half asleep or not, but she came through and looked at me. And then she looked at me, I looked at her, I was like, what the hell is she doing? What's going on?
Right.
And then from there she walked in the bathroom and went off. And then what my wife said, she just passed. She was like, you bullshit. I was like, no, I ain't, I just seen her. And I was like, man, I see shit like that.
Listen to me, bro. I like, okay.
I got a couple.
I feel I say this. I know God speaks to me because I feel when stuff about to happen. Like 2020. Like I was going through a rough spell. Yeah, 2020.
29.
January.
This 20? Okay.
January, this 2020. I was going through a spell, bruh. When I was walking heavy like that, January 2020, and I was walking and rucking heavy like that, bruh. I just felt the heavy presence of death on me. Like somebody very close to me, or I'm about to die. Like I felt a very heavy presence of death. And I remember like around February sometime.
Right.
I remember around February sometime calling my wife at work because I wanted to tell her how I was feeling, right?
Yeah.
She ain't answer. I called my mother. And my father and my mother was hanging together with a friend. And I just told him, like, yo, I've been feeling like death is close to me, like I'm about to die soon, like I ain't been able to breathe, like, but I'm still rucking and doing stuff. But like I'm just telling my mother this, right? I'm feeling death on me heavy. Man, my mother prayed for me in the way I had never heard a woman pray before. And she was talking in tongues and all that. And me and my mother didn't have the relationship that you have with your mother.
Right.
Probably more so, I don't know what you have with your father, but maybe similar.
Oh, okay, with dad.
Yeah, with your dad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Me and her wasn't close like that. But anyhow, she prayed for me in a way that was just like, whoa, like, oh, wow, that blew my mind.
Right.
And then a couple months later, she died. And for me, I knew.
She prayed for you to be safe while
Absolutely.
She died.
And that's exactly what I felt.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, it's something going on in this world.
That's crazy, bro. But we in spirit. We just happen to occupy your body. So who are we to think that other spirits don't pass through? What if this is the paranormal of being lost and you going back to old places?
Nigga probably seeing that deja vu and shit.
For
man.
real, bro.
When you see shit, you know, maybe happened in the past life.
Maybe. That's crazy, man.
But yeah.
Hey, Big Sarge, hey, you know what? And you know, this paranormal talk that we're having, a lot of people are like, oh, well, I thought we were talking about grunt speak, but you know, this paranormal stuff, it affects our grunts. I mean, that can be, you know, maybe their experience is actually seeing one of their fellow comrades that they, you know, that got shot while they're over there, or maybe they're reaching out, trying to help them out. You know what I'm saying?
That was
like you're saying, like the paranormal activity is not always a negative thing. Sometimes it can be a positive thing. Somebody they're out there looking out for you, right? Maybe it's that battle over there. Hey man, keep your heads up. I'm still here with you. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Yeah.
We always got each other's six, and that's one thing that you always got to remember. No matter how hard the situation is, sometimes that look is them actually protecting you or kind of looking out for you.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Absolutely, bro. That right there, I'm gonna go back and watch again, because that right there is exactly what grunt speak is. Because the paranormal activity is just not the spooky Halloween shit. Because a lot of it saved you or made you believe your homeboy or somebody saved you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of it's that too, but that spooks me out too, because I be like, yo, mom, you got to give me a sign. Like, and my thing is, when the wind blow real hard during a certain time and I'm out walking to certain things, that's like, okay, if I'm feeling a certain way, okay, I feel you with me. You know what I'm saying?
I get a red bird that comes to my doorstep. Ever since my grandma passed, it's been like this red, what you call them? Cardinals. It'll come to the back.
Or Robin, but you know,
wherever
whatever.
I'm at, it'll come to the back door, and I know that's her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually gonna get that tattoo somewhere. Maybe that bitch right there on my neck.
Yeah, you probably gonna have a big ass cardinal. Huh?
Nah, I ain't gonna roll like that.
Oh, you ain't gonna roll like that?
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. The wings. Ain't nobody got no big stupid ass. Why get the little bullshit when you different? Wolves is big.
Man, but I'm a wolf mind though, man. I don't want no birds on me like that.
Man, that's different though. It means something to you though. A wolf protect his pack. Grandma in the pack.
Hold up, that might be a good idea.
Come on, Brian.
With the wings coming off the side, with the head.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's some good idea there, buddy. But yeah,
Anyhow, yeah. I thought about getting something for my mom to represent for my mom. I just haven't came up with what it is yet. You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's what
saying?
I want, the cardinal.
I thought about that. That's dope right there. But yeah, man. So that whole, devil's riding your back thing, that's paranormal than the mug. Or like when people see things
told
and hear things, like that stuff is not. We as human beings, we so big and so high and mighty on ourselves. We think it ain't nothing greater than ourselves.
I told my counselor I still have that when I feel like I'm being pinned down.
Yeah.
And they diagnosed it as some shit. I forget what
I don't have that shit no
Say
more.
something about sleep apnea.
Fuck
some
that,
shit
man. My
like
wife
that.
prayed that up off me, man. You gotta pray,
yeah.
brother. I don't know, but I don't have that no more. I don't have nightmares no more. I used to have nightmares so bad, bro, and I could see it. Like I could see death. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, and not just Iraq, but I would have nightmares. I ain't really see spirit so much like that.
Right.
But bro, that whole devil riding your back thing, that's more paranormal for me than that's a spiritual warfare that I don't. Woo.
Now my grandmother, her mom, she was a mean old lady. She was a mean old lady.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean it like that.
Look at like, oh.
But
Your wife gonna be like, yeah.
She was, bro. Let me tell you this.
Hey, Big Sarge, you better leave this house right now.
I know. Don't you put that bad juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
Let me tell you this, man. I used to lay next to my grandmother before I go to school. Mm-hmm. All boy, we laid out of bed, sleep, big old bed,
Mm-hmm.
So we used to lay down. But my grandma used to be like, hey, I know you're not eating no snacks in the bed because, some rats stuff gonna be eating on your toes. But you know what my pawpaw told me?
What's that?
My pawpaw told me, he got all us together, said, hey, watch your grandmother when she goes to sleep. That's her mom tickling her feet. So we watched my grandma one day, sitting next to her. And the shit came, it came in. My grandma just started laughing out the blue, and she was like kind of moving her feet. So me as a little boy, I'd have tucked my feet, like I'd have probably flipped my shit to the back there, like I don't want to tickle my feet. But bro, at the foot of the bed, it got so warm down there, like she was just standing over us or something. And the shit's so real, bro. I remember this shit to this day. The shit got so warm, bro, that we thought she was sitting down there, and she sat down there for like about an hour. Shit
That's
was warm.
crazy,
Soon as it dismissed, it got back cool because it was during the winter time. But yeah, bro, it's so freaky shit. I'm gonna take you to that house.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You know what? I can't say that. Cause look.
You might can look it up.
Sir Z.
1754 Alabama Street.
Oh, I was I was newly and fully engulfed in my whole Mr. Peen swag when I first came back in the beginning of 2018. Like, engulfed in it. Sir Z had me in freaking Vicksburg, Mississippi. And that was one of the hot spots for the Civil War.
Oh yeah.
In Vicksburg, Mississippi, at an airsoft event, helping as a coach, bro. Remember I told you about that?
I remember that, yeah.
In the old hospital, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, talk about spooky.
Oh, I got one of those.
Oh, my God. I was walking through those hallways with my little flashlight on. Like, oh, Jesus, don't do it to me.
Now, let me tell you this. Back in Carville, Louisiana, when I went to boot camp, juvenile boot camp, let me say that. Carville, Louisiana. We went to Carville, Louisiana boot camp, man. The whole facility where they had us at was a hospital for back in the day with people with lupus.
I'm praying tonight. Hard,
So basically,
hard,
we used to run the compound, and they had a cemetery set up for the people over there because they burnt the people with lupus because they didn't know what the hell to do with them or something. I don't know. Or thought the disease was gonna get out.
Right.
So
It's cold.
we used to be in the hospital barracks basically. Mm-hmm. We used to go to sleep, bro, and I swear to you, you could hear like a nurse heels walking up and down that motherfucking aisle, man. You could hear the screams coming from it was this hallway, wasn't nobody on. And I tell you, you'd think somebody back there, because sometimes we thought that the guys got out fucking the females.
Yeah.
The other cadet females. But bro, Big Drill went down there one time. Said, "Yeah, man, I did hear some shit like that." And then he went down there, wasn't nothing out there, bro. It is Carville, Louisiana.
I done had some instances, bro, where I done been walking in places like my just I don't know, just the eerie feeling, bro. And you don't always have to see something, bro. Like that feeling sometimes
Right.
is enough. You know what I'm saying? But when you see it, bro, that's a whole different story, bro.
I felt that before in Vegas. You remember that lady ran over all the people down there in Vegas? On the curve, she ran over them.
Wow.
And me and my wife was at that place when we went. Maybe about an hour or so before it happened. And we were just like, man, we just about to hit the room. Like, we about to get up out of the room. Lucky we did, man, because we were right there taking pictures and everything, right there where she ran up on. But yeah, it's good stuff with paranormal activity too,
Yeah, because you know what? When I was in Iraq, I rode lead for a lot of days, and I just had certain feelings that wouldn't allow me to do certain things. Like you could see it before it happened. Like, no, we not gonna. They're like, Smith, why you not taking this route? Because I don't feel right, or I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. Like, because I foresee something crazy about it. And then you hear about a unit a little bit later getting hit in that same. Like, I seen that.
I don't know why you brought up Iraq. I got the stories.
Man,
I
being
got
in
the
those old
I'm gonna let
the
Winston
palaces.
I'm gonna let Winston Charlie go. I got a story for Iraq. I got one.
You know, that's like right along the first time that when we were over there, when we were headed up to I think it was Taji or whatever.
Go
Else.
grab.
Okay.
Camp Cook.
And I was driving. That was the one time that I was lead vehicle with Gates.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that I remember us missing the IED. It's just because I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna pass up this tractor trailer. And Gates is like, nah, man, don't do it. I was like, I'm gonna go pass it up. We ain't gonna wait around. I'm gonna keep going. He's like, dude, don't do it. And I started passing it up, and then that's whenever that explosion happened with that other convoy right over there.
Yeah.
Something in me was like, look, I don't give a shit. So.
Yep.
I went with my gut feeling.
Yep. I remember that. I could see it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that night. That's crazy, man. But I've had a lot of, like Wolf said, even the activity of feeling like something saved you, or that feeling, that spirit. You know what I'm saying? God, your grandma, your auntie, your uncle. I don't know what you call it for you. Buddha, Allah for some people. I don't really know, but just that feeling or that foreseen, you know what I'm saying? Like that foreseen or that deja vu, you know what I'm saying? Like that's interesting, man. That's interesting. Like the Cardinal, did that freak you out? When did you put that together though? Like
I put it together when she passed. I was running on Lake Pflugerville too.
Yeah.
So I go out there sometime too after she passed. The Cardinal used to come across the path with me while I was running for at least about a minute or so. It'll stay right there, right in front of me.
Ooh, I got that bark in my eye.
And after a while, I kept coming. One time, it actually came to the fucking back of my window at my house. It kind of just knocked on the window, and it just stayed there, sat there, and it was just looking up and down. I like, it gotta be my grandma.
Straight up.
So that's just what it was.
Yeah, hey, look, my mom, believe in those paranormal things. She always said that one of the things that she goes by faith pretty much on is that
I really think I got a wood chip in my eye.
House or hits the window,
right?
That somebody's gonna come close to her.
Yeah, about the past. Yeah.
Yeah, about the past. Yeah, and she's down and like no lie, it was like somebody. And every time it happened, every fucking time it happened. Every time it happened that I know, somebody passed.
That's crazy. See, me being
you never knew about hitting that one to the bird?
Yeah, the bird hit
no,
the
man.
Yeah.
And see, and here's another thing. When I was younger, and even still now to this day, I do believe spirits move and that type of activity goes on, but I don't really get off into a bunch of superstitions. A lot of the things I didn't even know about, because anything that's almost associated with death, I stay far, far away from. I'm too much about life to even know. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the activity and paranormal shit. But the whole like seeing the cardinals and stuff,
I've seen well, that still fucks me to today. I seen evil in the flesh. It was in Iraq. I don't know if I told y'all, I was in my Bradley scanning and shit. Wasn't nobody in the alleyway. It's a dark alleyway. We sitting out there scanning, talking shit. So my driver said, "Hey, Sergeant Wolf, they got a lady. She just standing down there, just looking." I was like, "Okay, it's cool. Long as she just, stay where she at or ain't doing those suspicious shit, she can look. Maybe she think we look good. Never know."
Right.
But I'm bushing. But
No,
So,
I feel you. You in the track infantry, Grunt.
She started.
That's what y'all was talking about.
She'll walk like this the steps. She'll go like that, slowly. Bam. Bam. Until she came like right in front of my Bradley. So I could peek up by what I peeked up and I could still work that turd. So I threw the barrel down on her, the barrel basically like this. And she right there, the barrel right there on it. So I'm like, hey, get the fuck on. I told my driver, hey, rile that motherfucker up, maybe she'll move. Bruh, when I tell you she kind of took her hood back a little bit, and you see how my shit look at these shades, it was total black in that lady eyes. And she stood there and stared for at least about 2 minutes. And I was like, man, I'm about to have to shoot this bitch. But cause I got out my track. Well, not out the track.
Out the hatch.
And then I looked and she just looked at me. I was like, this bitch about to try to jump on the track or something. But I had my shit down there like that. I slowly went back down. I could see her right here. But bruh, when I tell you it shivered my fucking it shivered my dismounts too, because they can look on the squad display in the back and see what I'm looking at. So I took it and looked at the bitch like through what is it, night vision?
Night vision.
And bro, when I tell you, like, you could see this lady eyes piercing through the sights, that my dismount say, Wolf, shoot that motherfucker. But as soon as she, I thought some shit about to pop off, she just turned off and walked off slowly, just like this. Slow, just like that. Walked off. And to this day, I have nightmares about that woman. And that got to be the purest evil I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Big Sarge, has anybody said anything yet? Anybody chimed in yet?
No, man, they might be scared tonight.
But just be people.
We might not be seeing them right now. I don't see nobody. If you out there, speak on it, Grunts, because I know you didn't have some type of good paranormal activity, some bad paranormal activity. I ain't mean to forget about you, but I'm attempting to learn how to listen more. So I'm into the show, and I'm over here getting my prayer time right. Man. These man, I remember those nights though. I remember those scary nights. I ain't never had nothing like that. Not that I can think of in this moment. You know what I'm saying?
And I thought she might have been like a suicide.
Absolutely. Indeed.
But at the same time, through my FLIR side, I could see nothing on there. You could like actually see, everything else.
Yeah.
But I could see through like she don't have shit.
Yeah.
So I wasn't just about to blast her ass for looking.
That's what's sweet about you. That's the story that people don't hear. Because everybody in the infantry ain't shoot 'em up, bang bang. You was but
she did nothing.
Again.
Yeah.
That's your mentality.
Right.
That's your mindset. That's a calm mindset. For somebody else, they wouldn't have got that close because I'm within my ROE to take your life.
Nah, basically, I spotted her out a while before but I do shit, have shit, or none of that shit. But, it wasn't.
But you could just see the evil on her.
I just seen the evil. Maybe she just wanted me to see. Like
I ain't afraid of you, bro.
You know what you fucking with. But my dismount's like, Wolf, shoot that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody else wouldn't have had that patience or that calmness.
Because if you look at her, she wouldn't have made it on the track. She would have been done.
Yeah,
but she could have possibly tried to like, launch and like get on my shit.
But yeah, you just like yeah, bro. You don't even have to say no. Oh my God, you don't have to say no more. You already.
But yeah,
you
man,
already know.
her shit was just like my glasses looking at me, just like
I think I got it. No.
Man, you been messing with that wood in your eye for a minute, boy.
I just really started working after it.
You gotta let your eye cry. Let it come out on
I
that.
am. I'm gonna be crying myself to sleep tonight.
You're asking. You're talking to a guy that deals with sawdust and stuff. All you gotta do it. You gotta just make yourself cry, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
I'm gonna work on that while we still talking. This paranormal activity might have me crying all the way home.
Man, I remember I used to wail and fucking chip that fucking well and that fucking hot ass iron, get up under my shirt, got it all buttoned up. You been that bit coming out that bit like
man,
that.
that's like getting hot brass. Hot brass is paranormal activity. Cause I tell you be seeing stuff once that thing started rolling down your shirt, bro.
Your meat coming off.
Woo, bro. Ooh, especially you get like a good 7.62 get in there on you. Oh yeah, Lord. But that's paranormal for real. I don't know about you. What was it? You ain't really worried about no 7.62. You ain't getting none of those 25s on you, did you?
Oh fuck no, that shit go out the track.
Yeah, it's out the track.
Yeah,
so
the feed should send it on up out of there. But
you ain't worried about nothing then.
I got a couple when I would dismount my first tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, basic training.
I had a buddy. One of my my driver was my first tour. My first tour. This was his second tour, 06. He was a specialist.
Right.
Good kid. Shout out to my man H. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't know if he want to know H. My wife say I'm bad about that. You know, he just be putting people out there. So H. I remember talking to him before we went to Iraq. We were at Fort Dix, New Jersey. And me, I'm an information. I'm like, I want to know. You've been there before, like asking questions, not attempting to be too direct, but being direct. Like, I don't want to show that I'm nervous or scared, but I might be a little nervous and scared. But if I can get this information, is it bad as they say it is, or is it really some bull? You know, so he's telling these stories like, oh, it's not that bad. You know, you just crazy stuff happened. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is like Detroit. This Detroit. Okay, cool. On steroids. Got it. I could deal with that.
Right.
But then he was like, man, but this one time. I was like, okay, not dude, white guy, like 20-something years old. He's just one of those. You know that the one dude in the infantry, he was just like, I like to say, he just had strength. Unknown strength. Just unbelievable. But didn't look like it at all. Like, at all. Efficient with weapons and sweet with weapons. History, knowledge, you know what I'm saying? He spoke a little bit of German, but he was 25 years old, still eating boogers.
We had a dude like that, we called him the Machine.
Yeah, he was still eating, like eating boogers and doing all type
eating
of
boogers, bro, that nigga wild.
Wow, no, listen to me. He was also like the lightest kid. Like, I have to be, bro, you gotta go take a shower, you know what I'm saying? Like, other stuff. But anyhow.
But he was squared away though.
When it came to that weaponry, what I need you to do to be infantry, he was
That's
the man.
All, you can eat your boogers all day.
Absolutely.
As long as you know what you're doing.
I ain't have to worry about that. He was first one in the fight, pit bull ready to go and knew his stuff.
Oh yeah.
So anyhow, I'm asking him questions. He's like, man, but this one time we went to one of the Saddam's sons, Uday or Qusay, whatever. He was like, we went to their palace because he was there 04, 05. He was like, we went to their palace and it was just me because he was in the LRS unit, long range surveillance team unit. And he said, we went to the palace and we were just going, to do a little quick reconnaissance or whatever because we go out on 2-man teams or whatever because we so close to the base. So he's like, we go out in one of the palaces or whatever. And we're sitting in this one room, and we keep hearing this noise, like a lady screaming. And we go out in the hallway, or one of us go check. He's like, hey, Sarge, the door open. He's like, oh, fucking close it. So he go close the door, right?
Right.
And so he said he go back, and they get in position, and then you start hearing a little screaming again. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So like, go close it. You know what I'm saying? Go see what that is. He like peeking his head in the hallway, like that door open again. He like, if I can throw it, close it, slam it, make sure it's shut. So he go back, slam the door, go back, hear shit again. Sarge like, fuck this, I'm going out there. Sarge go out there, door open. So of course he go off on, didn't I tell you to fucking close this fucking door? Rah. Sarge closed the door. That's the third time the door has been closed. Yeah. Go back to the watch point. They hear the shit again. He like, come on, we gonna check this shit out. Or actually, he get up, he look out, the door open. He like, we gonna check this shit out. He said they go check it out, and when they go into this room, it's dark as shit. But like you can feel the floor. It's not like mud. It's like tile or something like.
Yeah, I used to do like them clay floors.
Yeah, like, but it's not. It's like it's not like that. It's some fine shit. But he say, as you look up, you see shit like shiny. So they thinking, oh, we in a palace. So it's like chandeliers or some shit like that, right?
Right.
Found lights, turn fucking lights on, and it's fucking hooks hanging from the ceiling in a fucking drain. And still like flesh where he was torturing people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, bro, the screams we was hearing was probably from, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It's definitely time to break down the recon. After he told me that story, I'm like, bro, I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see none of that.
Should be real, man.
And you know, you're talking about that. You know, hey, again, it all leads back to, you know, like the paranormal activities that some of our fellow brothers are seeing is from their experience from being overseas or things that they went through or they heard, right? And that goes back to them, you know, potentially, you know, someone's doing suicide because it's so weighs heavy on them. Things that chase them mentally and potentially even physically, right. You know, like the experiences like we've all had, you know, running across the, you know, things actually people, and again, it's not that it's a negative thing. It could be that the ghost is kind of warning you of something, and you're just taking it as, oh shit, it's a ghost. You're automatically going straight to a negative thing with it.
Negative connotations. Because
mentally it's beating you.
Because the world that we live in has taught us to fear everything. Fear God, fear man, fear everything. And that's what they make their living off of. They sell fear. It's funny that you are saying that because look, I was praying a few times throughout this and I'm like, okay, Lord, I know eventually I'm not going home with no nightmares. I'm really going to say what I feel, but I know me. No. I am an emotional person. I'm a feelings dude. I feel energy and I'm a life person. I'm not on that death train at all, but I also know and understand that spirits are real and you speak out of your mouth what's going to be around you. I believe that. So I didn't pray it a few times and ask him to give me something. And what Whiskey Charlie's saying, what you believe in, it's a spiritual, it's a mindset. And I'm saying our society sells us fear and negativity. I asked him to give me something earlier. He brought it back to me because I post these daily, but this is my verse of the day. Check this shit out. We talking about paranormal activity, which is spirits and ghosts and Casper and all that, right? My verse of the day is Ephesians 6:12. This is the New International Version, not the King James. It says, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. So, why did I say that? We talking about paranormal activity. You talked about the lady you seen you said it was evil.
It was evil.
It was straight evil. You know what I'm saying? It was evil.
I ain't never been that shook. And she ain't got not one weapon but no mind.
I talked about the witch I felt. He talked about the dog spirit he felt. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual thing because we spirits, that's why we sense it. Right. That's why we sense it. And everybody probably don't accept or don't even know that they connected to it. You said it. I see death, bro.
Yeah.
But a lot of people be afraid to talk about that, just like some people see life.
Right.
That's so crazy. I think I'm more of a life seer. Nah, I done seen some death before. But that Iraq stuff, bro,
I still see that.
I let all that go. I'm over
Same.
all of that.
Sometimes I'm actually back in the military.
Bruh, listen to
And
me.
I'll be like, how the hell I get back here? I'm done.
I'm so over all of that, bruh. People see me and they be like, you was in Iraq and the infantry, you don't even look like it. You smile too much. I'm like, when I left Iraq, I decided to leave Iraq. But I realized it took the nightmares and the cold sweats. I punched my wife in her sleep. All that type of paranormal activity, feeling like I'm in a war, I'm in a fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you in a spiritual fight in your sleep. And you acted it out in your flesh. I didn't punch my wife several times, bruh. After I started getting that counseling, after I started getting prayer, my wife probably prayed crazy for me. All that type of negative energy and spirit, I don't even really see no more. You know what's so crazy, bro? I watched the dude. I don't want to say watch the dude die, but the dude was pretty much dead right in front of my face in 2019, right there on 183 and 360, bro. That's a freeway in Austin, Texas. Literally, I'm driving home from school, did a little bit of Uber,
I thought you told me about that.
getting on the highway. About to get on the highway, bro just came across the median and rolled right down to the freeway. By the grace of God, no cars was right there. Nobody got hit or nothing. He just rolled, bam, hit the wall, bounced off. I never stopped for that type of stuff. Never stopped for that type of stuff, bro. This was 2019, talking about seeing death. I never stopped for that type of stuff.
Right.
I stopped, Good Samaritan, went over there with some other people, helped out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stayed. Luckily, a nurse came because I was thinking in my infantry combat lifesaver skills, but then I was also thinking into my real world human skills. I don't know
don't wanna
shit.
get sued.
Can I get sued?
Yeah.
Right. So I started thinking human and not thinking life. I don't know. That was my thought.
Only if the car on fire. or
Right.
some shit. Or,
Lord bless.
About to catch fire.
Lord bless, Lord bless. A lady ran up. She said, I'm a nurse. Straight Hollywood movie. She said, I'm a nurse. She came up. I was right there. She was doing her chest compressions. It was a 4-door black, might have been an Impala. I don't know. She was doing chest compressions at the front door. I was at the back door like, is it anything I can do? She like, lay the seat back. Lay the seat back. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, she doing compressions and she like looked over at me and was like,
Yeah, he gone.
I'm like, for real? Like, so now when I pass that spot, it's always a funny feeling that I
Right.
had to work myself through.
Right.
So I understand what you're saying when you still had nightmares, bruh. Again, we don't struggle against flesh and blood. We struggle against the spiritual forces and the principalities. Just like you see that cardinal protects you. You got to pray to that cardinal that she got to get rid of those dreams too, bruh.
Yeah. But
Just
yeah,
imagine how much harder you'll go then. Jesus
Man, them-
Christ.
it was some shit. I've been through some
Man.
shit over there, man. People,
Whew.
battle buddies getting burnt up in my face. You know, it's crazy, man.
You ever see any of your brothers that you lost?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Buddy that got burnt
You know,
up.
The crazy thing is
Yeah.
also is I'm sorry I didn't mean to interrupt you. Whatever.
No, you good.
Yeah, you good.
Hey, look, like you just now stated, have you seen him? Hey, it may not be physically envisioned, like see.
Yeah.
It could be a dream. It could be in a dream. It could be something like that, and they
Yeah.
could be talking to you that way.
My
There's
Through the
different
dream,
ways,
yeah.
Different types of way people will talk to you.
my
Like
wife
you said, hey, the
And-
dreams, everything.
my wife tells me that
Yeah.
my wife tells me that my apologies, I did just cut you off.
Ah, you good, man. You good.
My wife tells me that she watches my dreams. She's like, cause babe, it's a number of things that you didn't dream that's come true. And I'd be like, for real, I ain't even paying no attention. She'd be like, yes, you've been doing this for years. Like you will see something in your dream and then you will talk about it and then it'll come. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't.
Shit,
Bro,
I
I do
know.
that all the time. I'm always,
Sometimes
like, that
I
always
be
pops
hoping
up on
mine
you.
don't come to true.
Look, you gotta. You know what? You gotta change it. I'm gonna tell you why you gotta change it, bro.
But I have-
because I
I
had
have-
I had a recurring dream Because I used to be a hothead. You know how like I was talking to Eddie Kane? You remember that night I was on that gin and I went off on old boy in Black Dog parking lot.
Right.
He was saying it from Detroit.
From Detroit,
Man,
yeah.
Whatever.
And
Anyhow.
you clown the dude, man.
So
You
look, so I used to have this recurring dream though that I was walking down the street with my wife or whatever. I got into it with somebody. I was a hothead, and like this dude and his father like killed me. Like I beat the son down, and him and his father came back and shot me dead right there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That used to be a recurring dream of mine. I had to pray so much, and my wife probably prayed so much
Just change
for
your
that
ways.
spirit to get up off me. Yeah. But I wasn't even that thugged out like that. It was just that in the moment I could be hot.
Right.
And sometimes being hot on the wrong spirit can get you real cold.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the biggest things also what's good about what we're doing here, of course, with the grunt speak, and then to all the battles that are listening, hey, you got to talk about this stuff.
Absolutely, man.
To get it up off your
yeah.
chest, and talk about it because it relieves some of that pressure and mindset for you to be able to talk to about somebody about it, because then, hey, maybe we feel the same thing, or maybe we had the same type of thing. We went about it different ways. We can help them that way.
Wow.
Because
that's really important. We've got to look out for each other, and the only way we're going to be able to help you look out for each other is by communication. Communication is big key. Of course, we all know in the military and in life in general, being married, communicate, talk. If you ain't talking, then it's not going to help you at all. You guys speak with about it, whether somebody's showing 100% interest in it or not. If you talk about it, at least from that point, you can justify and go about your own mission that way. It's best to always just come out and talk about what you see or what you felt, because from that point, then hey, like I said, somebody else could have the same thing, same feeling, and it can connect in so many different ways.
But and here's the thing. Our minds, our brain activity, it deals in paranormal activity 24/7.
Yep.
What you visualize, what you think, what you imagine is what you have. Right. That's it. It deals in paranormal activity on a regular basis, but they've gotten to the point to where they don't want to allow you to believe that that's true. Like where you at, you had to visualize and see yourself here before you got there. You had to believe that you could have the physique you have the wife you have the life you have, and by no means nothing was gonna stop that.
Now I think more for us with spiritual people, they could be leading on certain things like what the government tell you to do and shit like that, but I think like more spiritual people, they trust what the hell what they see or what they believe spiritually, you know what I'm saying? But spiritual people, you can't change their minds on what the fuck they,
Yeah, because for me, I don't know, because I guess
think that's just like a different world.
What do you mean when you say spiritual people?
Spiritual people, people that manifest, meditate, feels energy,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the earth.
You think it's hard to change their mind?
Oh, yeah, yes. You can't.
Well, I believe that because they feel like
that's
they
who they
in touch.
are.
Yeah, they in touch with themselves.
So you can't change them.
Yeah, and I'm not looking to change them, because that's what works for them, and that's their energy, that's their flow. And again, the mind deals in paranormal activity every day, because what's the difference between the grunt that leaves the military and is successful in civilian life, and they've had the same training, the same upbringing in the military, and the grunt that's unsuccessful?
What's that?
Rams Point. What is that?
Is that rum or something? Or what?
Yeah, what is that, man?
It's a peanut butter whiskey.
A peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Did you get that from Popcorn?
No.
Did you get that?
Nah, we got a popcorn being a mason jar.
Look, when it comes to alcohol, I'm about trying like new shit all the time.
Yeah.
And I get this, right? And then my brother-in-law that was over yesterday, if you see me post on his Facebook about them over here and we're grilling out, whatever else. Well, I found out, I was like, man, what the hell do you drink with peanut butter whiskey?
I ain't never heard that.
Okay, right?
You drink jelly?
So I grabbed it. No. You know what you drink with it?
What?
Grape juice, bro. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, bro.
What? Dude, I ain't never heard that shit, man.
That don't cause a paranormal activity. We gonna have to come out there and take a shot and see.
Peanut butter whiskey? I ain't never
With
heard.
grape juice, bruh.
Bro. With that,
Welch's grape?
Nah, get that grape juice they put in the communion at church.
Ooh,
Probably go
come-
good with it. In a little shot.
Oh, yeah, you gonna see grandma, auntie, uncle, everybody else. You
Yeah.
mix them two together.
Probably get some good grape wine or something mixed with that bitch. With that
Oh,
bitch.
bro, hey, if y'all gonna try some wine, I drink some wine. There's this blueberry one. I got the bottle. I already emptied it today.
I drank some wine, man.
Oh, bro.
That's all I drink at home is red wine.
When I feel guilty of drinking hard so long, I'll switch to wine.
This is the only time I drink apple ciders and maybe a beer or something.
Oh, my girl, she drinks that Stella Rose, yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Stella Rose blueberry.
She drinks the red one, though, the red
Let me see the
one.
bottle. Hold it.
That's right there, HEB.
Let me see. Hold it back. Okay, is that a red wine?
I know exactly what it is.
And it's blue.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. It got different ones. My girl, she drank the red one, though. But yeah, that's a good brand.
Is it a?
That blueberry one, dude, right
Bad
there,
one.
that's on point, man. It tastes like you're drinking nothing but there's like a blueberry juice. Like if you drink grape juice,
I'm gonna have to try
that's
that
like
out.
straight blueberry.
We never use a battery.
I'm gonna have to try that out, man.
I don't even use a cup. I just drink it straight out the bottle.
Hell yeah, if you go get a bottle of wine as a man, drink it out the bottle. We don't need them little cups. Because I'm gonna be back too fast. I don't need the
Yeah, I
cups.
still got a cup because I like my wine glass because I be chilling.
Man, I want the bottle, man. Like I'm at the club out here.
Oh no, I ain't on that. I
I
want
might-
the wine glass.
Hey, next Sunday I'm coming with the bottle of wine, man. Come with the bottle of wine. Bottle of wine.
Wine and Sunday.
Nah, I ain't never heard no motherfucker peanut butter whiskey, man.
Bro, they got so like this is my see. They've got this brand. They have so the Ram one. This one's pretty good. They have one that's called Native that they sell at the at Specs. It's called Native.
Okay.
It's all right, but the best one I've tried so far, and the only reason why I even tried the whiskey, even peanut butter, and I even found out about it was I went to Specs. They had a representative there.
Oh, they do
handing
the
out free
taste
shots.
test. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I think it was called like, bro. I want to say it's kind of crazy because I think she called it Mad Dog whiskey.
Oh, I don't drink nothing Mad Dog. I thought you about to say Mad Dog 2020. I don't do nothing Mad Dog. No Mad Dog, man. I don't know, man. I'm more of a straight cognac dude now, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to start trying to try different cognacs, man. I don't know. I drunk fucking what was that? Jose Cuervo in fucking Mexico. We was down there. I didn't remember shit from the next day. My wife said, man, we had an intelligent conversation. We went walk the piers, and I was like, I don't remember none of that shit, but so yeah, I'm more of a cognac simple. Most of the time when I'm drinking liquor,
One
cognac.
of my coworkers, she bought me a fifth of Crown.
Okay.
I polished that off in one night.
Man, you getting loose, man. So you probably a straight whiskey drinker though, huh?
Oh, bro, no, dude, I drink everything. Hey, man.
Bourbon?
Shit. I do bourbon. I do whiskey. I got a bad habit of mixing everything. There.
Nah,
So
that's-
I'll drink, like,
That's what I didn't too much get into, like bourbon. I haven't tasted a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Different ones. I got a buddy. He collects them motherfucker. He throw his little ice in that bitch, throw a little bourbon in there, and just chill out.
just chill. Yeah, dude. That's what that's about right there when it comes to that bourbon, that type of stuff.
Just chill out. Get you a cigar or something.
When you start getting into those, it's about smoothness, man.
Okay.
One's got a certain amount of smoothness. Like it's when you drink it, it's not harsh. It's not like oh shit.
I ain't gotta mix it with shit. Just throw it on some ice.
Yeah, but you gotta get some. You can't just go to the cheap shit. The cheap shit ain't gonna be that.
You get what you pay for, basically. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. You know, you
Man.
get what you pay for.
What y'all talking about?
We talking about liquor. That'd be a good topic, man. That's a good
Oh,
topic.
yeah, it is a good topic.
I found out something new
This
though.
Grunt speak.
What is the
we-
peanut butter whiskey?
Yeah.
That's a new one there, man. That gotta be a new one for a lot of people. I never heard of it, bro.
But they got a pickled beer also. If you like pickle juice, they got a pickled beer.
Nah, I heard that for hangovers. Drank some pickle juice. That shit get you right.
Oh, shit.
I don't even drink that. The only thing I drink really is red wine. The only time I really drink is if me and you together or something, like if I'm with somebody. But if I'm at the house, if I'm gonna drink anything, it's a red wine.
I'm a cognac.
Hey,
So.
what you sipping on there, Big Sarge?
Apple cider.
Okay, look, they have through Michelob, they have a cactus and lime beer.
Oh, nah, that one good.
I would test that out. I ain't really a beer drinker, but I would check it out just because it's cactus and lime.
Basically, what you will taste is just lime mostly. Now, them bitches, they're good. Get it real cold, ice cold, Michelob. You pop the top in, you drink it down slow. That bitch be rolling, man.
Listen, man, I don't care. Beer is, at this stage of my life, beer is never good to me.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't drink beer no more.
Yeah, it's
But
never good to me.
I never look down on the beer sipper.
I ain't say I look down. I just said it's not good to me.
One of my favorite beers is motherfucking the Modelo Negra. That bitch, they'll get you tore up, man. All you need about 2 of them motherfuckers.
I used to drink this one when I was back in Michigan called Pacifico. I like that. That was real good.
What you talking about, the one with the orange zest on it?
Nah, it was Yellow Label.
Now, Wolf will know this one. Wolf will know this because it's from Louisiana.
I know.
They have a Yang Lang.
Oh! Bro, hold up. You ain't talking about the Yank juice, is you?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yang Lang. That's what, Yang Lang.
Well, they got something called Yank juice in Louisiana. And I know the chick that make it. It come like this in a fucking gallon.
What is Yank juice, bro?
Bro.
That's how you see them spears, ain't it?
It's a.
What the
I don't
hell?
drink it. I don't drink it. My own brother wife drunk.
Okay, I want to know what it is. Yank
Bro,
juice?
it's a bunch of fucking white liquors.
Oh.
That's all they tell you. It's a bunch of white liquors in one. They mix every fucking thing together.
Oh.
And put like on, you could either get it on red berry or grape, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's kind of frozen. It's freezing. And then it's kind of like a daiquiri.
Yeah.
But bro,
You gone.
I just took a hit of that bitch. I told my auntie that one would taste right for me. I can't do that. It tastes like a headache.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
But it's called Yank juice.
It's that hard shit. I think I know somebody that'll like it.
Who?
I ain't gonna say no
That sounds
name.
like the
Oh, well, yeah. He good. I know he.
Say that again.
there in Virginia, they call it the trash can punch.
Oh, we call
Is that like that? Is that like supposedly the Go ahead. What you about to
We
say?
call it trash can juice too.
Oh,
I think I know what he talking about. What you about to say about?
That's where you go to a party, college party, whatever kind of party, and bro,
Lord,
they're pouring like the cheapest liquor you can
Cheapest
get.
shit.
So I fuck with Aristocrat vodka, and then they pour
What?
They would empty fruits in that bitch. You'd be like
Yep.
3 bowls of like fruit up in that.
They throw oranges.
Well, yeah, I ain't mad at that because my brother used a
One dude called it jungle juice.
yeah, I've heard. I'm about to say jungle juice or some type of prison juice. So they
Yeah.
just take a bunch of stuff. Yeah, yeah, I've heard. I don't think I've ever really. I ain't never went to those type of parties and drunk it.
I've been in the military.
Yeah, see, we wasn't throwing those in the guard. I know you had an active duty.
And
I
we
ain't
had
no doubt.
it. We put it in the tub.
Oh yeah, going in, you going to the PX, the shop at, and getting that
Put it in the tub.
$9.99. What is it?
Bro, we was throwing. Hey, look up the liquor called Claymore. It's a
what?
liquor called Claymore, man. Yeah, it's called Claymore. We were putting that shit in there.
What? How much it cost, man?
Bro, it had to be $6.50 a fifth.
$6.50 a fifth.
$6.50 a fifth. Claymore, look it up. That bitch hitting, man.
Oh yeah.
But we just bought it because of the
Yeah, I
night.
know, cause of that. And
was
then
it.
back then, young privates, you like
I ain't
we
had no
getting
money.
drunk. Absolutely, we getting drunk.
Yeah. Claymore, taco vodka.
Hey, I remember when we got back from overseas, they put us over in was that the Marriott over in San Marcos?
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, I remember we filled up that bathtub with like, I don't know, in the room that we were staying in. Dude, I know we had about 100-some beers. We made it to a whole entire ice chest.
Oh yeah, that's that
Yeah.
good shit too. That shit stay cold all night.
Mm-hmm.
All motherfucking night.
Yeah.
Bro.
That all those drinking nights right there caused me a bunch of paranormal activity when I was younger. I was seeing all type of stars and moons and stuff.
Man.
Hey, but those was good times. Those was good times, man. You get to look at those times now and
Yeah.
and see the things that's brought you through. You know what I'm saying?
And then motherfucker used to get up next morning and run 5
Oh,
fucking
man.
miles in a fucking platoon formation.
Yep.
The only run I do is to the beer store now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Man.
Hey, and the funny thing is when it gets into that, you know, everybody's talking about running to lose weight and everything else, dude. I lost 32 pounds in 3 months just by dieting.
Yeah, it's all about the kitchen, man. What
That's
you
it.
eating. You go look what you eat.
That is it, man.
Go look how you eat, man. Basically on fucking, you don't even have to run. There's so much shit you could do cardio wise.
Rucking.
You know, rucking. You know what I'm saying? Fucking squats.
Yes.
Squats work everything. The king of motherfucking exercise, man.
Squats.
If anything you don't like lifting weights, squat every day. And that'll build the best body of you. You work your abs, your fucking back muscles, your fucking legs, all that shit.
Squats.
But you know, yeah.
Or ruck.
That's a different.
Push a 214-pound man in a wheelchair.
That's a different category. We might have to talk about on physical fitness and help, keeping ourselves up as we start to
My
age
daddy
now.
was talking to me the other day about how I
Hey.
had my prostate checked.
Look here, man. I'm getting a couple damn gray hairs, but goddamn, I'm still killing wolf. See, what
You
I'm talking
know, sometimes, when I was younger, I heard that they said
I
gray
see.
hairs meant wisdom. I used to hear that. Then I just meant you was old. Then I just meant I don't know what it means. It doesn't matter to me. I like to think.
Smart as shit.
I like
Nah.
to think God keeps me looking youthful for a reason.
What I like to know is this.
I don't.
This is what
It's just hair, I guess.
This is what it is.
What
the,
is it?
the pigment is fucking gone.
Ah.
What they call that shit, the pigment in the hairs is gone. That's all.
Say they can miss you with all that other bullshit.
That's it.
I like that because when your hair not growing no more, it's your genetics. Your hair not growing. That's it. You just bald, bro. Live with it. Let it
Yeah,
go.
let it go,
Well, now
bro.
they got new technology. They put your whole head full of hair on there, like
A lot of people, they
They
force.
regenerate the
Nah,
cells or
a
something.
lot
I
of
don't
people
know.
force themselves to baldness and shit. You know why? It's your diet. And it comes on hereditary, whatever you call it,
Oh,
when people
yeah.
follow those diets as they
Yeah,
parent.
bruh.
Because a couple times, say if you detox,
Oh, bruh.
if you detox because you can't get them vitamins to the follicles of your hair, man, or a lot of motherfuckers don't drink enough water. So once your body need that water, it's not gonna give it to your hair. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take that shit from your head and put it to those organs what it needs to go. It's a lot of shit that goes on with beards and every fucking thing, man. It's what you putting in, what you get the fuck out. Simple and plain.
That's not simple and plain.
Well, yeah, you're right.
That's not
People don't-
simple and plain.
Well, yeah.
I understand it's simple and plain for you, but like you just said, it's hereditary.
You have to.
And if it's
detox
not
your body.
hereditary, 60% of the people in the world are visual learners. So they watch. They eat that same diet that grandma ate, that pawpaw ate, that
Yeah.
nana made, and it's good as hell. Don't get me wrong.
That's good.
But it's gonna do you wrong if it be so good to you for too long.
And you just keep doing it. Everything.
Absolutely.
Little moderation.
Moderation.
You ain't gotta be no fucking monk. Vegetarian.
Well, you can if that's what works for you.
can, but
because you can change the body to that. Because I know when I didn't eat meat for 4 months, bruh, I felt great, and
Right.
food just had a totally different taste to it. It was way more flavorful.
Right.
But I don't have a problem going back and forth now. I can eat meat, not
Yeah.
eat meat. It don't. I can go 3 months, 6 months. It don't make me a difference and go right back to a hamburger.
I tell people too, man, it's about your body.
Yeah.
One man could say that he does this to be the way he is or whatever, and another man could be like, well, I do this, and
Yeah.
you know. Like me, I eat fucking donuts, all kinds
Oh,
of shit.
you
I ain't
got
gonna
some
lie to
down
you.
there right
nah,
now?
we killed that box a whole dozen. I got that
Cold-blooded.
bitch fried.
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme, man.
Krispy Kreme. I eat whatever
So
I want, man.
I get them up with that little chocolate on top of that motherfucker.
Yeah, I like those Boston creams, man. I think I might hit Randall's on the way home.
This
Hey.
nigga. Son, hey, son, you put us on it.
Hey.
Talking about the peanut butter
Yeah,
whiskey.
he's talking
The peanut butter whiskey, it just went on from there.
Listen
brother.
here, man. Sometimes sweets have you in the comatose paranormal activity. You ain't never woke up talking about, man, I can just go for a donut right now. Especially you had one of those drunken nights, one of those high nights, whatever. One of those you didn't been with your lady, get right. I don't know what you want to call
Got
it.
that grape juice with it.
Yeah, so, you have a sweet night. But hey,
Yeah.
man, this has been Grunt Speak. I don't mean to let you go, but go I must let you because I want to go home and chill with my wife. And he going to go downstairs and do the same, and Whiskey Charlie going to do the same. Hopefully this show wasn't too plain. You had a little bit of fun, man.
Yes, that's
Little
good.
bit
You know, to have
insane.
some fun.
We
man.
got to, man. I like that. But that health and fitness that you was talking about, that was good too. Hey, man, y'all got to drop some comments
I
down
got
below
some. We could do that
next week.
next week. I got tips on get you,
Oh, hey,
get that
tip.
pop.
You got 10? How many tips you got? Because I need to get my beer right too.
I
And
got-
I know I haven't been drinking
got
enough
up some
water, and
tips,
I've been
yeah.
on some. The Grunt, I got to speak on it, bro.
got up
What
some
you
tips.
got? How many
Oh,
you
you
got?
want 'em
10? I need to know, or you'll let me know.
Oh, I could go through a
Beard
couple.
tips.
Okay, well we doing
Beard tips, health and fitness next week.
next week. Yeah.
Beard tips. You with that, Whiskey Charlie?
I'm down for that because I want mine to go bigger anyway. So
I don't want that. But I do want at least.
all white trash. You know, see this the patches here.
Yeah, see.
They lining it up wrong.
I don't
already
want.
got you.
I don't want that, but I do want to be able to get where you at. I don't want this part, but I
Right.
want to get the full thing.
Right. You
Yeah.
want a light bulb. You
Nah, I just
the
want to
hair.
wear. Yeah, I want all the hair. I want it to fill in.
Okay. Yeah,
I want it to
got
all
some of
fill
that.
in.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know exactly because I had the same problem.
Next week, beard tips and tricks and health fitness kicks from Shooter 6.
Already.
Killer 6.
And everybody else, if y'all have any, health tips, I know you got a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Send them in. Rucking saves your life.
There you go.
Just put the ruck on. Just walk it out.
Just want to make sure we let our battles know that that is watching us. That hey, man, one of the key takeaway points that I want all our battles to know here is make sure hey, communicate. Those paranormal things that you're experiencing. It could be something that your fellow battles are experiencing the same thing. So hey, make sure you communicate that. Maybe it's something that it's a sign. Maybe something is good for you, or just like you're saying, hey man, it could be one of those things that you experience with seeing that almost like seeing a future type deal of some things coming around, right? But you're only able to if you talk about it. Usually, time will adjust itself in reality, and of course, you'll be able to adjust and go in around that because. When you brought it up earlier about you having dreams about certain things and it ended up happening, I had the same thing about work all the time. Like, hey, certain things happen. I'm like, holy shit, I remember dreaming about this. I was like, I think this is what's supposed to happen next. And then with me going, okay, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it this way.
Listen to it.
And then it redirects it, right? But I want the battles to know that, hey, man, just talk to us. Hey, you got us on this page. Shoot us something that you're feeling. Talk to us.
Yeah, because I know y'all don't want to hear us grapple all day, We want to hear from y'all, too, I know y'all don't want to hear us grapple all day and talk all day, But
sometimes
yeah.
it's best to talk to strangers when you don't have those families that you can rely on. Sometimes it's best to, hey, strangers, call us your battles, whatever you want to call us, Hey, sometimes it's best to talk to us, and we can be that guidance for you if you don't have that person, So I just really want our fellow battles out there just to really open up their eyes and open up their mouth. Hey, speak. Don't be silent. You gotta talk.
Got to.
That's the only way you're ever gonna be able to get through shit. We can go through it together as a team. We're battles for a reason.
Yeah. That salt pigment still in your eye, Mike?
It's in the other one, man. I was crying right. Nah, I was just rubbing my eye. Nah, I'm listening to y'all because everything that y'all saying is something that I think. Because as much as you get out there and you put this information out there, for me, being what I feel like is a positive person, understand at the same time, we all got to take ownership of our shit. You got to be able to speak out because I'm not able to read your mind.
We putting everything with us on the table.
Absolutely.
So we want y'all to come speak, get different sides, different, viewpoints on everything.
But this is how Grunt spoke when we was back. Well, maybe you was on the back of your track when we was in our Humvees or our M-Rap, when you sitting out in the woods, when you sitting face to face with another dude in arms, you so close you could play patty cake while you taking the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you spoke about everything that you felt and everything that was going on in your life, but you got to continue to speak to us for us to be able to talk about the things that'll help you to get through. That's why us grunts are speaking. Hey, man, we're going to talk about how this all began too in like 2 weeks. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
That's why these grunts are speaking. So grunt speak by grunts for grunts. Everybody's welcome, but everybody cannot and will not be a member. There ain't nothing personal. You welcome to be a part of the brigade, but you might not be in a platoon. 11B, 11 Mike, 11 Charlie, 0311, 19 Delta.
Anybody kick ass?
Kick ass. Grunt speaking, we have spoke. Whiskey Charlie, you got something for the people?
Hey, man, I set my piece, but hey, you guys keep your heads up. You know, there's always a battle out there. No matter what you're going through, man, there's always going to be a battle. But it's all how you go about and how you approach it, how you're going to win it, whether it's mentally or physical battle. Hey, man, just again, I'm going to express this so much, and all the times we talk is you got to talk with somebody, man. Talk with somebody, whether it's going to help you a whole lot or not. But hey, talking sometimes helps so much more than you ever think. So make sure you're communicating with a loved one, even with a stranger. Hey, speaking about it's going to help so much. So don't be afraid to reach out. My page is on here. Y'all can reach out to me if you ever have anything you want to talk about, dude. Wide open ears here. And secrets that, secrets kept with amongst us. So if it's something that's personal, hey, you guys just reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out, man.
Tell them how to get at you, man. Tell them your page again, just in case they don't know how to reach you. What's the name of your page? What's your page?
Well, right now it's my personal page is, of course, my name, Justin Wayne Sutton.
That's all they know.
Here shortly, Grunt Speak is going to be making our own page.
We got one. We just got to work it. We got one.
Yeah.
I got the link to it. I have to share that with y'all, but that's an offline thing. But we got one.
We get on that next week. Get on the actual page.
We got that's business page stuff. Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, so Justin Wayne Sutton. Gotcha.
Yep. So you go ahead and hit that up. Give me a shout. Hey, look,
that's good right there.
You reach out even to
hey,
the three of us.
Yeah, my page, man, Kenneth Wolf, KENNETH Wolf, just like that.
You just gonna step on him just like that?
Oh, did I?
Yeah, he was like mid sentence.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, you just did one of my moves. That's what I look like.
Well, he brought it in. He was like, hey, you could get on our page.
Right,
too.
I know. I was just watching though. I was gonna ask you, was you gonna give him something? But it looked like he was still mid sentence. You like, yeah, I'm just messing with you, bro.
I seen you coming.
Right, I did.
Me,
right,
but I didn't mean that.
Oh man,
it's all good. Hey,
perspective. Because I know he didn't see it that way. That's not who he is, or who he'll just jump on somebody. But perspective, how we see things. But my apologies to both of y'all, because then I jumped in. But anyhow,
then you jumped in.
Absolutely. Was you done, Whiskey Charlie?
Hey, look, like I said, hey, great person to listen to. Hey, Grunt Speak, we're here for all of us here for you. But if you want some inspirational stuff, and I can vouch for my battle over here, big sergeant over here is also Mr. Payne. Man, it's a helpful.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Listen to him talk, man. So
Mr. Payne.
definitely listen to the word, man. Hey, it got some good things going on, man. But again, vocalize, man. Talk, communicate. It helps everything in your life. If you do not speak about it, I'm a manager at a retail, right? If the associates don't talk to me, I don't know what they need, right? And when it comes to my relationship, my wife doesn't talk to me about what she wants or what she wants to do. Again, it goes back to what you're all saying earlier. We're not mind readers, right? So, hey, if you don't communicate, we can't help, right? We can't adjust. We can't make things work. We can't come to a common ground on things. So you really got to make sure that you speak your mind. You know, be spoken. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. Speak out.
All right.
That's me. That's Whiskey Charlie, man.
That was closing arguments.
What you got there? You got something for yourself, Shooter?
Man, hey, you could holler at me on my page, Kenneth Wolf, KENNETH Wolf, like the animal. If you need to talk about anything, health, fitness, just want to talk some shit, good liquors, whatever you want to talk about.
About
man,
that 15 years of marriage, black
yeah.
love.
Black love, man.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we talk about all that.
Yeah.
Holler at me.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave y'all with this because we on my page and hopefully you know how to find me.
I hope so.
Ephesians 6:12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual, I say again, spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Only because we talking about paranormal activity, just like there's negative spirits, think about all the positive spiritual that's flowed through this camera from us to you, reaching out to you, and brothers inviting you to talk. You don't gotta let your demons beat you down when you got brothers around to help you get through. This is Grunt Speak, where this is by grunts, for grunts, and they families and loved ones who want to help the grunts make it through. I don't got nothing else to say. Drop my phone. Blessings to you.
I'm good.
Y'all have a blessed and wonderful night. Peace. Did Whiskey Charlie hang up?
Nah, he was still on.